Good morning, guys. Good morning. What an amazing day yesterday. A learning experience for many, right? For me, it was a red day. Right, it happens. I gave some of my this rip that we had on Wednesday. I gave all those gains back. I'll be honest. Okay, it happens. Whatever. But I gave Wednesday gains back, so it was a red day. Break even for the week for now. But so the move that we saw yesterday in our premium chat, I posted a little paragraph from the Gamma report that what exactly happened. I hope you guys read it, right? I hope you guys read. The initial move happened, right? There was a lot of covering going on. At a macro level, institutions did not react. They don't react right away. So I was doing a lot of research. I was watching some videos. What exactly happened? But the next day is when the macro picture came in. That's when the institutions or funds, that's when they reacted, which was yesterday, on Thursday. Okay, hence the big move down. Now, what's going to happen today? As per the reports, as per the Gamma numbers, I don't know what's going to happen the first half of the day. I have zero clue. We're opening gap down. Maybe we rip up today. I have no idea. Okay, in the start. I'm just going to stay on the sidelines and watch. I don't want to guess. I don't want to do any gambles. If I do see a fast scalp, because it's options OPEX, the returns will be high, so I will go in with a very small size. If I buy 10 contracts, I will maybe go with 2 contracts. If I buy 100 contracts, I'll go with 10 contracts maybe. So I'll manage my size, something that I'm comfortable going down, but that position will have a potential for a bigger move. All right, we'll probably do it live on the voice chat or in our chat. There will be fast scalps, if anything, but the real moves are going to come after 1 p.m. Right, so the first 3-4 hours is watch the market, see what's setting up, look at some of the option pricings that you like on whatever ticker. I'll give you guys 3 tickers which are likely to have a big move. And I think Boogie posted a video yesterday explaining why they might have a bigger move. So hope you guys paid attention and watched it. Right, that was for today. All right, the Spot Gamma explains it very well why. But for now, let's go over the SPX levels first. Right, on the left side I have the weekly chart. On the right I have the daily. But I'll just give you guys some numbers here for SPX today. Right, SPX is great to follow when doing scalps or when you want to see resistance. Today's resistance that we have is 46.64 and 46.96. All right, and then we have support 46.25. I believe it's there around here right now, and then 4600. If we fail 4600, we may even test much lower. All right, it might get more volatile. Okay, now based on the Gamma reports and at the end of the day, we're supposed to have a rally. It's a slingshot move that they call it. Right, I'm still trying to understand it. It goes much more deeper. But these are the numbers. One thing that I can tell you, SPX is to be less volatile than Qs. So if I go on the Qs, SPX right now the level is at 462. If we hold above 460 all day by the end of the day, and then we move up towards 470, I mean the market is going to be back green, right? I mean bulls will be back in play. Right now, bulls and bears both don't know what's going to happen. I mean, if you caught this move to the downside yesterday, great. What happens today? By the end of Friday, we'll know, and then Monday, Tuesday, we'll have a better idea, obviously. All right. So in this market, I can only recommend one thing: control your position sizing. This is not the market you want to go in with your regular sizes. You want as much cash as possible on the sides. All right, because in the coming months, a major move may happen to the downside, which is it looks likely. All right, it looks likely. So if I go on the SPY monthly here, it looks likely that a big move is on the way eventually. All right, maybe I think a 40-50 point move or even a 60 point move to the downside is. I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but it's a possibility that it might happen. And if that happens, SPY is likely done for 6-7 months, in my opinion. We're going to be stuck in this chop zone for a long time. All right, it had a great move from 242 to 470. Do we continue holding above? I have no idea. Let's find out in the coming months. We'll be right here live. All right, so Qs, and on the left I have the monthly, on the right I have the daily, but I'm just gonna go to the weekly here on the Qs on this side. Right, let me just remove all my drawings so it's clear. Again, a little toppy. Now Qs are tech and IWM RTY will be more volatile than S&P as per the Gamma numbers. So pay attention if you want to scalp, if you want to look for a bigger move. Qs and IWM may be more rewarding than S&P. All right, if you read our report, Gamma report, you will understand why. Okay. Again, I don't have much levels to go here. As long as we hold above 380, I think in the coming days, that's all I'm looking for. If we hold 380, must hold. Anything underneath, watch out your longs. Then it's probably time to start playing the stocks to a downtrend. A lot of the market stocks in the market are beat down. A lot of the great names are beat down. Any company that's not making money is beat down. All right. So let's just see when they're gonna reverse this. Those stocks they've been selling for some time now, and some experienced traders are saying they see what happened in 2000. Is that possible again? I have no idea. Right. Not until it happens. I don't believe in anything. But for now, we're holding near all-time highs, and that's what I believe in. Right? That does not mean I'm buying positions, but we're holding near all-time highs, and I want to see how the market is going to play here. Does it hold or does it give up? Right? IWM, if we look at RTY, Russell, right? Some of you guys get confused about what's RTY. You guys need to know these things if you're trading, right? If I just remove all the drawings here, we had a nice little flag on the weekly, a great flag on the weekly, right? And then this broke out last month, right? Last month it broke out, right? It looked super good. It looked bullish right here. It broke out, and the last few weeks, right? It completely failed, right? It completely failed to hold, and then it's just been down. And now we're at a very critical support. Does it reverse from here, or if it takes out the low of this month of July, if it takes the low of the July, which is 209, right? If this 209 gets taken out and it does not recover this month, get ready for at least 190, 180. This is going to be a nasty correction, and they're going to fill this gap towards 163. Now, this is a possibility I'm highlighting out. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but look out. It's a possibility that can happen. However, if we come back above 232, if we get above 232, then long will be in play. Then a lot of names which are beat down in the coming weeks and months will be back in play, and they will be very rewarding, right? Last few weeks, we've been saying practice patience. And in this market, if you want to last, I can only tell you one thing from my experience. I'm still young. I still have a long way to go. But the last 10, 12 years of experience I have, patience will win. And it's only going to take a week or a month of good trading to gain all the patience rewards. Like you'll reap them. So patience is must. Right position sizing is must. In this market, do not go with full sizes. I repeat, please don't. Trust me on this. Right? It's better to miss a trade. Save as much cash as possible. Let's see what's going to happen, because towards January into FOMC, we might even have a bigger sell-off if the market does not recover. All right, if they announce some other tapering plans. Remember, $30 billion starting next month is coming out of the markets, or not going in. All right, so that's tapering. They reduced it. Okay, so that's not as weak. Now, some names, some candidates which are late end of day candidates. Number one, AMC. If you guys watched, you will know why. A lot of puts are expiring on this. A lot of hedging has been done against this stock. Towards the end of the day, after, I'll write this down here. I'm not going to go over the chart, but I'll just say this. Around 3 p.m. All right, or maybe 3:30. I don't know what time it's going to happen. You guys might, there will be a play on this name based on the gamma report on AMC and based on their puts expiring. There's a good chance that there will be a 300 to 1,000% move in an option, not in the stock. In one of the strikes, maybe $2 out of the money, that can pay. Okay, 300,000% potential move possible. All right. So, but this is late day. It's not. Don't get caught early in the day. Oh my God, FOMO. This is what's going to happen. I said this. I don't know if it's going to happen or not. Maybe they're going to completely dump AMC into close. I have no idea. Or maybe nothing happens, but this is one of the names, which is has a lot of covering to do today on the expiry on December 17th. So this is one name. If it bases, there's a good chance. So if I go into BABA, for example, I'm just going to show you an example. I mean, I'm just using this chart as a reference, nothing else, right? What might happen around 3 o'clock? Now this move right here, something like this might happen all of a sudden in AMC. It'll be a big move around in the last half an hour, 10 minutes. All right, it might happen at 3:45. There might be a $2, $3, $4 squeeze right at the end. All right, if you guys remember earlier in the year, we had Tesla 165 points in the last 5 minutes. It was 165, right? Yeah, I think it was 165 points or 65 points. Sorry, but they're both big numbers in the last 5 minutes. All right, so anything is possible. So AMC is number one candidate. Then we have PayPal also. PayPal also, keep an eye out on it, guys. Late day, not early in the morning. If you do anything in the morning with this, good luck. I wish you all the best. I hope you nail it, right? But these are the late day candidates that I'm showing, right? given the last week's, yesterday's pre-market, which I went over, PayPal is another candidate. If it takes out above 197.200 into the close, this can probably have a $5-10 move in the last 10-15 minutes or maybe half an hour. All right, options will be cheap, and this is another play which can nail 1,000%. All right, so again, if you have $5,000 in cash, $100, I don't mind on a play like this. If it works, that 100 can turn into $1,000, right? If it doesn't, you know what? I think it was a good shot. But if you go with $500 from 5,000, that's you gambling. It's not my fault. Don't do it. We don't teach you that here. All right. On lottos, position sizing is key. All right. Another candidate that we have was PayPal AMC. What was the next one, Boogie? Disney. Disney was the biggest one, in fact, with the highest put covering. Disney is another stock that can make a huge move towards 160 in the late end of the day. Now, everything I'm saying, is it going to happen? No, I'm not guaranteeing nothing, but this is just based on the numbers that we see, that I've done my research on. There's something that's possible today, because only then those gamma put hedges will make sense, all right? And maybe they will do it in the morning, I have no idea. But the late day candidate, this has a possibility of making a big move in the last half an hour, 1 hour as well, Disney. So these three are top candidates: AMC, Disney, PayPal, all right? Keep an eye on these numbers, names. Other than that, I can go over some charts. Amazon, I bought a position in yesterday. Like I said, I gave my Wednesday gains. All these gains I made on Amazon here, I gave them back on this red candle. Today, if they come back, that's a different story, but whatever. It happens. It's part of the markets. I shouldn't have gotten in here yesterday, right? It was a mistake by me for myself. But it's just holding on to the 50 and 200 DMA on the daily, and on the weekly, it's holding on to the 50 MA. That's the only thing I see on Amazon. I see nothing else. Still looks great. But again, given the market conditions, do we sell off heavy into the month or next month, or do we rally back by tonight, by end of the day or next week, right? I have no idea. It's been holding the 50 DMA for two years now. Does it continue holding it, and then we see some rally later on? All right. But for now, I will just completely stay on the sidelines given the market, and let's see what happens. Google, very toppy action, but again, if we zoom out on the weekly, it looks fine. If we close below last week's low, then obviously there's some weakness here. We can definitely go test 2,700 and 2,600 in the coming weeks, and there's nothing wrong with it, right? I mean, it's the market. It needs to come down. So maybe it can be a play in the making in the coming weeks, right? And then 2,600, 2,700 will be a must-hold, and then people will try playing this bounce, but I will avoid it because I do see 2,400, 2,450 a flush coming lower, because people will buy long Google here in the coming weeks then. What they're going to do is give a little pop and then come test this level, and then maybe we get an upside move. This is my prediction based on technicals, but let's see. Microsoft also was a great put play yesterday because options went up a lot on this name. And today, if we continue holding below 325, this likely sees 304, 300. All right, 304, 300. But we just have to wait till the end of the day what happens, or do we rally next week? All right, but for now, the market looks weak given the action yesterday. It was not good. It gave up all the gains of FOMC day. All right, Rivian, I believe, is down pre-market. I didn't even bother looking at their earnings because we all know it's 0 and it's at 98. And this is going to go lower to 35, 40, I think, in the coming months. I mean, it should, right? I don't trade these stocks. I don't have any other tickers to go over, guys, except just Pfizer I'll go over, right? Because it's OPEX. Things are going to change by the end of the day and tomorrow. I wrote this stock, or in MSL, we wrote it from 43 to 57, 56. I took my profits. And now this is a huge move on the weekly as well. On the daily, I see this stock that is going to flag. Is very strong. Right, this might be an opportunity to go long again, but as long as we continue holding above 57, which is roughly around here, as long as we hold above 57 and then above 60 again hold, and 70 is not out of the question on this, but 57 is a must hold. Right now we're near 60, 59 we're here, and if it just continues holding here, flags here for some time, maybe I'll play long again. But for now, I took my profits, and let's see what happens here. A great play for whoever caught it. Home Depot, Bucky, Home Depot, yes. Home Depot failure to hold 400, 398. I think this is very likely now. Bucky 390 is very likely on HT. It's very, very likely. It's a great put candidate today, I think. On the daily, it showed weakness close below, and I think Home Depot could be a great put play today, in my opinion. right off the open. Well, not the you know, I mean, just the premiums will be high at the open, but after 9:45, 9:50, this is one stock that can be played to the downside. Again, can it go up all day? Yes, it can. I don't know. That's why I'm saying just go in smaller than usual. The rewards will be higher. It's Friday, and there will be a lot of volatility in options. Squad glitching is the last one for the year. It could be very rewarding if you're on the right side. And even if you're on the wrong side and you're in with the normal size, it won't hurt. You'll be fine, right? So that's all I can say. But if you go in heavy, you want to take revenge on trading, you want to make gains all at once, I wish you all the best. You're on your own on that one, and I hope you make it, you kill it, right? And you become popular on Twitter. God bless. See you guys in the chat room.